Back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, I am going to be updating my favorite Spirit tier list. Now, it's been a year since my last video about this topic, so I'm excited to share my thoughts and opinions now that I've had more experience with the Nature Incarnate stuff. So, let's look at the different tiers. At the very top, we have S tier. These are my go-to spirits, spirits that I love to play game after game. A tier, these are spirits that I do enjoy playing, but they're not my go-to spirits. B tier, these are spirits that I'll play if you absolutely forced me to, but I don't enjoy playing these spirits that much. C tier, these are spirits that I do not like playing, but I'm okay if other players play these spirits at the table. And F tier spirits, these are spirits that I hate to play, and I hate when other people are playing them. Okay, let's look at these spirits here. So starting off, we have Base River. I'll put Base River in C tier. I find the spirit to it's a very linear spirit. There isn't much decision making, and I think travel just increases the decision making. So I'll put travel in B tier. So it just adds the amount of actions that you could do, and it adds a little bit more depth. So I would like playing travel every once in a while. While Base River, I do not like playing at all. Haven also goes in B tier with travel. I like playing it less than travel. I do like that it makes the games different than the other river aspects, but there are some significant problems with Haven, and that's why I have it in B tier, not A tier. And lastly, we have Sunshine. I absolutely hate this spirit. I hate playing it, and I hate when other people are playing it, because at least when other people are playing the spirit, they can have or give out Boon of Vigor to the team, and that can create some really fun combos. Sunshine loses Boon of Vigor, which is just a big feel bad. Okay, looking at Lightning. Lightning, I'll put in C tier, just below River. I do not like playing Lightning. I don't have issues with other people playing it. I think playing with Lightning's Boon is very fun and can open up some combos, but the Reclaim Loop is or can get kind of stale, very similar to how River's Reclaim Loop gets stale as well. The next one is Pandemonium. I'll actually put Pandemonium in B tier. It has the same issue as Base Lightning in that you have that reclaim loop, but it generates a lot of fear, and that fear is so much fun to do and to utilize. It also has Strife, and you can combo that Strife innate with the Dahan pushing from that power card, so it creates some more interesting tactics. It's also a little bit stronger than Base Lightning, which is fun. Wind, I'd put that also in C tier. I think it's a little bit higher than Base Lightning because there's more support that it has. So it has higher combo potential, which could be very fun. Just like Base Lightning, I don't like playing it. Immense, this is a spirit that I'll put in F tier above Sunshine. I find the spirit to just be a very greedy spirit. It's turning the spirit into a major power focused spirit. And a lot of times when there's a Mets player, they're begging for all of the power gifts, the power card gifts, which is the cards on Roots, Keeper, Memory. These are all spirits that I play. So I'm playing these spirits, and then the immense player is begging for them. And it can be very frustrating because I find a lot of times these cards, these power card boons, are better off on other spirits. And the immense player feels obligated to have them because immense drafts a very few amount of cards. Another issue with immense is immense players, they always seem to forget Lightning's Boon, which is my favorite part of Lightning. So they're getting rid of this support card that is really fun for the team and trades it for majors. It's just, gosh, I hate the spirit. Well, also the other thing is like it makes thresholding majors so easy to do with little thinking, little planning, and it's just it's just frustrating. It's a different type of frustrating than Sunshine. Like Sunshine, I feel bad for it, while Immense, it's just like, why are you playing this spirit? Play something more. Like I'd rather have a memory at the table than an Immense Lightning, and that says a lot. Sparking, this is a spirit I'll put in A tier. There's just a lot of decisions with the spirit. There's plenty of builds. It breaks the mold of Panda, Wind, Base Lightning, of that reclaim loop. And it's a cool spirit. Definitely, there's a couple players that created a very interesting G3 build that I've been doing, and I really enjoy it. Base Shadows, F tier. I think I'd put it above Sunshine, below Immense though. At least Immense can do some cool things every once in a while. Shadows is just miserable to play with. I would put Madness probably in F tier as well. Madness is the aspect that adds strife. It has a lot of similar problems as base Shadows. Reach, I'd probably put Reach in C tier. Eh, I'd put Reach in C tier. I like spirits that are simple, and Reach simplifies the Shadows aspect by getting rid of the special rule and just allowing you to have once a turn ignore range, which I think I love simple rules, so I'd put Reach in C tier. Amorphous, probably put that as well in F tier above base Shadows. This is the one that allows you to move presence every fast and slow phase, I believe. Foreboding generates a little bit more fear. I'd probably put that in C tier. Darkfire I would also put in C tier. So Darkfire is the aspect that's going to give Shadows a free element of return. So you're hitting that innate more consistently. You also start with an extra power card. I think I'd actually put Darkfire at the very top, then Foreboding, then Reach. Actually, I'll put Reach down here. Probably better than base Shadows, but I think it doesn't really offer much, as all of the other Shadows don't offer much. Foreboding adds a little bit extra fear and has a little bit of combo potential, which the other Shadows don't have. Yeah, so Darkfire, Shadows, these are the two, or Darkfire and Foreboding are the two that I would not have an issue with if people were playing with them on my team. Okay, looking at the Earths, I would put base Earth. This is a tough one because I like playing base Earth into HME, but I hate it into everything else. I'd probably put this, if that's the case, probably in F tier. It's probably below Immense. It just doesn't do anything. A lot of times the Spirit just stalls the game out. You have to get its fear for it. It does have a very powerful late game, but I don't find the games to be very enjoyable to play with or as. Resilience Earth is probably the same as base Earth, just very bland games. This is the aspect that changes Earth's special rule of defend 3 and instead makes it defend 9 in Sacred Site lands, or maybe it's defend 8. I think it's defend 8. Yes, defend 9, I think. No. I think it's 10 damage to Blight, so it's defend 8 then. But it doesn't protect Dahan. But yeah, I really don't like playing these. Nourishing, I'd put this in A tier. Very similar to Sparking. It changes up how Earth plays. It's definitely way more stronger than all of the other Earth aspects, but the way that it changes the Spirit, I think, is very fun and engaging. You're adding Dahan, you're moving Dahan, you're adding that Vitality token. Whenever you gain power majors, you gain a free minor. So there's a lot that you can do with this Spirit. Great combo Spirit as well. Might Earth, this is a Spirit that I have a soft spot for, even though it is not a Spirit that is that strong, but it has immense combo potential, especially with Starlight. I love playing it. The Spirit requires a lot of game knowledge to play. It's not a Spirit that you can just pick up and win games with. Thunder Speaker, probably put Thunder Speaker in C tier below Lightning. It's not a Spirit I like playing. I find the Dahan minigame to be very bland with the Spirits. It's also very punishing if you end up flipping those bad event cards. Those event cards that kill Dahan, you may lose Dahan, and then how the Spirit functions just drops dramatically. Tactician and Warrior, I would drop into F tier, probably below Earth. Honestly, I can't remember what these aspects do. I know this one replaces your growth option, and I believe this one gives you an Incarna. They both suck. They're worse than base Thunder Speaker. I hate playing all of them. They're just not fun to play. I put them below Earth, mainly because Earth at least has a repeat that you can throw out in the end game or mid game, which can create some interesting interactions, while Thunder Speaker is just so bland. Green, you'll see me play all of the green aspects. So base green, being able to skip, give out support. I love this Spirit. It's super overpowered. Tangles is just that on steroids. but you get rid of the gift of proliferation, but you have more board impacting powers. Regrowth, actually, I think regrowth is probably in B tier below Pandemonium. This is a spirit. It loses the Dahan defend minigame, but you have more skips. I'll play it every once in a while, but I find Travel and Pandemonium to be more interesting spirits to play. Bringer, I'd put Base Bringer probably here at the bottom of C tier. You're not going to find me playing this spirit, but it at least has some supportive elements. I love with that fear card knowledge. I also love that it can fear bomb and give elements. Enticing and violence, these are spirits that I actually have never played, or maybe I've played them during playtesting a couple times. Um, I would not be surprised if they jump up to maybe A tier. A lot of players that have played these spirits have said they're a ton of fun to play, but I've never played them. I'll put them in B tier because they add more things to do than Basebringer, and just watching other people play them, there seems like there's a lot of decision making with both of these spirits. Deep's Ocean and Base Ocean, I'll put both of these in C tier. I think I would put it like this. I don't like playing the spirits, but I'm okay if other players are playing them at the table. I think opening up the oceans as dump zones or throwing stuff into the ocean is a very fun mechanic, though it's something that I don't want to see in every game. I know during playtesting there is a player that was playing these spirits in every game. Like I'm talking like 9 straight games, and it was actually starting to get very frustrating because ocean really warps the game. Um, but I think playing with an ocean player every once in a while can be a very fun experience. Keeper, this is Keeper is a very tough spirit to place. I would place it in B tier, but the problem is sometimes it's an F tier, and for different reasons. So I'll put it in B tier for the purpose of this video. The reason of that is I do like playing the spirit every once in a while. It can create fun games, but sometimes it's way too strong, especially against Russia. And if someone ever picks Keeper into a Russia game, it kind of just wins the whole game for the team and kind of ruins the experience. So that's why maybe sometimes it's an F tier, but I do like playing the Spirit every once in a while, so I think it is worthy of B tier. Spreading Hostility, I'll never be playing the Spirit. It's just a much worse version of Keeper. It's all of the bad things about Keeper, like its clunkiness, and then doesn't add much interaction. At least that's how I feel. I know it does add that extra growth option, but I find it really limits your choices. And I feel like a lot of your choices are fixed on spreading hostility, which I find very frustrating. I actually like playing it like I would rather see a spirit like Darkfire at the table than spreading hostility. Yeah, this all looks pretty good. Okay, looking at Fangs, I'd probably put Base Fangs in B tier and Circle and A tier and Unconstrained in C tier. I don't really know how to play Unconstrained. Like losing that beast for Fangs is a big deal, and that's what happens with Unconstrained. But Unconstrained allows you to do damage in Blighted Lands, which is something that can be very valuable in the mid and end game. I feel like if I played more Unconstrained, I would like it. But if I just pick Unconstrained randomly and it plays so differently than Base Fangs because a lot of the fast tempo strategy that Base Fangs does, Unconstrained can't do. Gotta put it above Wind right here. Base Fangs, this is a spirit that I used to like a lot. It's dropped. It's one of those spirits where if you're out of practice with it, the games can be very challenging. I think I'd put it right over here, probably underneath Travel. And Circle, this is a spirit that I've been playing recently. I love that the spirit is a major push in the slow phase, while Base Fangs is more of the fast phase. In a way, it kind of reminds me of Roots, and I really enjoy that. I think I'd put it below Sparking and above Nourishing. Wildfire. So C tier for Wildfire and Transforming would be B tier. I hate Wildfire. It's not an F tier spirit because it at least has those fast tempo games that completely clean out or create a pocket, which I can find pretty enjoyable to play with if I'm also playing a fast tempo, pocket oriented spirit. Though I would put it at the bottom of C tier because there are some games where this thing is just blights everywhere and then it's cascading everywhere. It's just not fun. Transforming Wildfire has that combo potential, and that combo potential is very fun to do. There are plenty of fun combos to play with the Spirit. I still need to play more of it. I think I'd put it probably here. I think I've only played 1 or 2 games with it, just like the bringer aspects, only during playtesting. But when I'm playing with it, like when it's on my team, it's a blast to play with. Locust Serpent, I'll put this in C tier, probably right around Ocean. Once again, like transforming, enticing, violence. It's a spirit that I've never really played. I don't have an issue if other people are playing it. I just have to know because the game gets really warped and we end up having to combo and do that combo potential to set up those powerful turns. Base Serpents, probably would put this in B tier. I've used to play a lot of Serpent back in the day. I don't play much of it now. It is more of a support combo oriented spirit. Games can get very old because it reclaim loops a lot, but when you're doing a high powered combo, it can be very enjoyable. Okay, we're getting into the Jagged Earth spirits here. We have Volcano. This is a spirit that I've created a guide for, so of course it's going to be an A tier. Probably put it above Sparking. I love the fast damage. I love you can get majors, minors. It pretty much does everything. It's overpowered. You guys know I love overpowered spirits. Stone. Stone is definitely an S tier spirit. I'd put it above Tangles. I have a guide of Stone. I pioneered the top track build. This is a spirit that I absolutely love playing. You guys should be aware of that. Trickster. This is a spirit I put in C tier. I don't like the randomness of the spirit, though I don't have an issue if other people are playing it. It's a very powerful spirit. It can do powerful things. It can stop big ravages. It's fast tempo. It can create pockets. There's a lot to do with the spirit, and I've seen some players do amazing things with it. I just don't like playing the spirit. This is probably the only spirit that really falls into that category, maybe lure as well. It's a spirit that I think is there's a very strong backing for the spirit. It's just the spirit isn't for me. Get Many Minds, this is another S tier spirit. You'll see me playing the spirit quite a lot. I love the combo potential. I love the major builds, the minor builds. I love playing it into Russia. There's just so much you can do with this spirit. It's by far an S tier spirit for me. Memory, this is a C tier spirit. It used to be F tier. It's raised up into C tier. Though I don't think you'll see me playing it very often, or not playing it often. You'll never see me playing it, but I think I would rather have it on my team than a Thunder Speaker. At least it has that elemental support. It can give out power card, boons. Intensify, this is now an S tier spirit for me. I love what Intensify does. You guys know I have an Intensify strategy guide. It's an amazing spirit to play. There are so many builds, so many minor builds, major builds. It's also a very powerful spirit as well. Mentor, I hate playing with this on my team. It is Cancer. It's probably below Immense as well. It's right around Immense. It's a spirit where if it high rolls, it will dominate. If it low rolls, it's awful. And I've seen this spirit loses the game multiple times. It's a lot of times it's very crippling for the team, especially if you're not playing those pure combos. Like if you pair up Mentor with like a Darkness, for instance, right? If you're doing that Darkness combo, it's going to be way more enjoyable to play with on the team. But if someone randomly places Mentor in a team of 5 spirits, and if there's not a good synergistic partner, it's just a very awkward spirit for the team. It blights a lot. It opens up edge cases. It's just very frustrating when I play with it on my team. Lure, this is another spirit I'll put at the top of C tier. Lure, Trickster, these are spirits that I really don't like playing. I do understand people that like playing the spirit. I just don't like playing it. Very powerful spirits too. Lair, F tier. Probably above probably below Mentor. I'd rather have a Mentor than a Lair. But yeah, I hate when people play Lair as well. Well, do I? I've had games where the Lair player steals my Dahan, and that is very frustrating because that the Incarna doesn't allow Dahan to leave. So, and I think it's a mandatory Dahan gather if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look it up, but I've had games where the Lair player took two of my Dahan and it just messed everything up. It was very frustrating. Vengeance. This is a B tier. Actually, yeah, you'll see me play Vengeance over a spirit like Trickster. Actually, I think Lure's a little bit higher. I'll put Lure into B tier. Trickster, I would actually play above, or not Trickster, Vengeance. I'd play above Haven and above Lure. Um, Vengeance's build paths are very interesting. It's definitely underpowered, in my opinion, and I think that is actually a blessing because it opens up a lot of different build paths that other spirits don't have. It does blight a lot, and as a result, it pushes closer to that blight loss condition. But I do like playing it every once in a while. I love playing that disease spirit. Yeah, I actually like putting Lure in B tier. I do play it every once in a while. It is a plant spirit. Okay, Shroud. Shroud is a strong F tier spirit. This thing is so crippling on the team. And Stranded is a B tier spirit. I actually like playing this thing. The addition of isolates on this spirit goes a long way from making this spirit feel or increase the actions that the spirit can do. I'm also a fan of simplifying rules, and Stranded allows the player to push presence rather than move presence when you play power cards. It just simplifies that rule, and I love it. So, Stranded, you'll see me play this every once in a while. Okay, almost there. So, oh yeah, so Shroud. Gosh, I hate Shroud. I'm just speechless right now. It goes against the basics of Spirit Island of leaving invaders around. As a result, it will cripple pocket formation because it's leaving those inland buildings, causing bleeds. It's just a very frustrating spirit to play with on the team. It doesn't even generate that much fear. That's the sad part. It doesn't offer support. It has bad matchups. It's just, ugh. I would rather have a mentor. Okay, so Starlight and Fractured Days. So both of these are S tier spirits for me. These are spirits that you'll see me play quite a lot, especially Starlight. I haven't played much Fractured lately. Actually, let's put Fractured in A tier. Um, Starlight, there's so many different builds with the spirit. Every time I'm playing it, I'm always discovering new things, new combos, new strategies. Fractured, it's a spirit that I haven't been playing too often because it warps the game so much and you really have to put effort into the turns. But the spirit is a load of fun to play. Um, actually, just making this video makes me want to play the spirit, so I might actually play a multiplayer game after this with Fractured. Okay, Downpour. This is a spirit that I'd put in B tier as well, right around Lure. It's a spirit that is very powerful, lots of combo potential. I just find the standard Downpour build, to be pretty bland. It really doesn't have a major power build either. It does the same thing over and over and over again, and I'm all about consistency, but this spirit is just, I don't know. I just, something about it. I don't like it. Finder, it used to be an F tier, and actually it is raised up to C tier, and it might even be a B tier spirit soon. There are a lot of players on our Discord that are playing the spirit, that are getting good with the spirit. The spirit is actually a blast to play with. I just don't really like playing it, but I also haven't given it a fair shot. I bet if I put it on the board, I really sit down, I think about it. I think I might enjoy the spirit and just wait. Once it comes to digital, I do plan on doing that. Okay, Devouring Teeth. This is a C tier spirit. You won't see me play this in a multiplayer game. I think I'd put it probably above Thunder Speaker. I do think it's more interesting than Thunder Speaker, but I just don't like playing the spirit. Rising Heat and Eyes Watch. These are both going to be A tier spirits. I'd put Eyes right here. Same with Rising Heat. Eyes is just that standard fear, plant, defensive spirit, just like Many Minds. I love playing it. Rising Heat, it's a easier to play Vengeance. I do have a guide for both of these spirits, so it should not surprise you that they're up here in A tier. Mud, this is a B tier spirit. It's a spirit I'll play every once in a while. I find the games to be kind of interesting, though most of them end in reclaim looping. I think I'll put it right here for now, and it might go up or down. Sunbright Whirlwind. Oh, I love playing this spirit. Probably put it in A tier. This is a spirit that I want to make a guide at some point, but I just haven't had the time. I love the control. I love the fast disruption. It's a spirit that there are so many different things you could do with it. You could flex minors, flex majors. You underplay. You can play at the tempo of the invaders. I love it. Behemoth, probably a solid A tier spirit. I'll play this quite a bit. I love the disruption. It's just a very simple spirit, damage in the slow. Not much combo potential, but I just love playing it. Earth Vigil and Roots. So Roots is my all-time favorite spirit in the game, and Earth Vigil is also an S tier spirit. I have a Roots guide. Give it a look. Earth Vigil, I love playing with the spirit and comboing with other players. If I'm just playing it on my own board, I find the spirit to be very boring, but put it in a multiplayer setting, grow onto other boards, give out support, use that special rule to get favorable counterattacks. It's all very, very fun. Darkness, this is a spirit that I need to play more games of. I know I said this in my last video. Since then, I've played probably maybe 10. Probably would put it in B tier, right around Vengeance. Relentless Gaze. Ooh, I love this spirit. I'd probably put this in A tier, probably below Sunbright Whirlwind and Rising Heat. I love drafting with this thing. Once again, just like Roots, plenty of builds, build diversity, top truck builds, majors, minors, mixed builds. I love the drafts. So much to do with that spirit. Dances Up Earthquake probably might surprise you, but I think I'd probably put this in F tier. At one point, it was up in S, A, B, and it's slowly dropped. Um, I find the spirit to rune games, and similar to what I mentioned with Keeper, it's the way it runes games is very different than Keeper. Like Keeper has this end game that just is so overpowered. Dances just wins the game on turn 4, and into single level 6 games, it pretty much ruins the game for the whole group of spirits. I'd rather have Mentor than a Dances on my team. And this is a weird spirit where I'm putting it in F tier, but sometimes you might see me play it in B tier because every once in a while I'll pick it up and I'll enjoy playing it. But I seldom play it just because of how game warping and like game rooney it is. Okay, we have Voice and Wounded Waters. I'd put Voice right over here next to Trickster. It's a spirit that it's not for me, but I understand people that do like it. Um, I think it has a place in the game. It's just I don't find the games that it generates to be very interesting. And then Wounded Waters, finally. Let's see. I don't think it's F tier. I think I would rather have it on my team than Memory. No, I'd rather have a Memory. That says a lot because I don't like Memory. It's right here. It at least has Blight movement, which is pretty cool. Can stop cascades. I think that's fine in C tier. Okay, let's give this a final look and see if I'm going to make any changes. So Roots, Many Minds, I think I'd put above Stone. I think I'd put Intensify above Stone. Same with Starlight. This looks, I think I'd put Earth Vigil above. No, actually, I think Stone is better or more enjoyable to play. I think I like all of that. Let's see, A tier. I think that's pretty accurate as well. Look at B tier, Keeper, Travel, Fangs. These three transforming, enticing violence, I just need to play more games with. Haven might go a little bit down. Yeah, I think this is all. I think maybe put Mud over here. Okay, C tier. I think Finder might move up to B tier or A tier at some point. Trickster, D tier. Okay, looking at the rest of these. Locus, Unconstrained. I don't think Unconstrained might move up. That's all pretty good. Looking at F tier, yeah, Immense, Mentor, Dances, yeah, Shroud, Lair. It's all pretty okay. I hate that Lair steals the Han. If it didn't, then I'd put it in C tier. All right, well, that concludes this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my update on my favorite spirit tier list. If you like this video, like, subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next video.